Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I apologize for it not being as highly edited as the others, being that I'm on a time constraint at the moment and I'll be traveling to Japan in the next few days. But I wanted to get this out there because I've seen a lot of people very critical about this game, making videos and thumbnails about the game being dead, which by the way, I've never done nor will ever make a video of that sort. Because the truth of the matter is, perception is reality. And if somebody sees that type of thumbnail while scrolling down YouTube, they're just going to assume that is the case, and won't even bother to download or try out the game even when they previously wanted to. And I also find it unfair to the devs that put their heart and soul into making this game. You can see that in almost every aspect of it, from the gameplay mechanics to the cosmetics. So in today's video, I'm going to point out those aspects. Because with all the bad this game apparently has, there's a tremendous amount of good that comes with it. And for some reason, a lot of players are choosing to ignore it, because maybe they're in the echo chamber called Reddit, or again, they're basing their opinion off a clickbait thumbnail. So before we get into that, if you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button and subscribe for all things the finals. You know, one of the most impactful memories I've had from childhood, it's not from playing sports or going to prom. It's going to sound sad actually, but it was on the weekends where me and the boys stayed up late at night, rolled up yeah, never mind. Our hands were greasy as fuck from snacks, playing split screen Halo, where we would goof around doing dumb shit while riding together on a Warthog, mailing our teammate in the back just to be a dick, or blowing ourselves up with the rocket launcher while taking our opponent out with us. The times that we had just simply goofing off and having fun in Blood Gulch are some of the most cherished moments I've had in my life. There was a level of human connection that has become non-existent in today's gaming culture. Nowadays, the only way you can have fun is by winning. And yeah, winning is great. Who doesn't like to win? But the reality of it is, you won't win all the time, especially in the case of battle royales, where the win rate is on average 5%, meaning that players will find the most enjoyment 5% of the time, rather than enjoying the entire process in between the wins. After coming to this realization, I found it extremely hard to go back to any battle royale. The finals is a game that reminded me why I started to love shooters in the first place. To be able to have fun simply by playing the game. Whether I win or lose soon became irrelevant, while I was zipping around as a light, dropping explosive mines while I'm medium and baiting players to walk through a door, or even smashing everything in sight as a heavy. The need to win for a serotonin release became irrelevant, because I was simply having fun in the moment, laughing and goofing around with strangers I've never even met before. Again, regardless of the end result, the majority of the time, I left games with a smile on my face and a GG's. The thing is, somewhere along the way we forgot what made gaming meaningful. And this game is a love letter for those of us that so badly wanted that nostalgia again. The devs for the finals in some capacity understood that. And through almost every experience in the game, this becomes very clear. For example, not gauging the efficiency of a player by just simply how many kills they get. You could win by using strategy. You could win by literally not fighting. There are so many ways to get the end result that you're looking for while playing the finals that will allow you to gain satisfaction from multiple areas of the game, and is not solely based on whether you win or lose. It's the micro moments in between that keeps you coming back for more. Subtle aspects like these really show you how much love and passion was put into developing this game. And if this isn't enough to convince you that these are some of the best devs around, we can also talk about how fast they are able to address issues that the majority of the player base disliked. Whether I agree on how they buff or nerf a particular weapon or class, the fact is they still took action because they cared, because they actually listened to us. Name another game that is this responsive to their player base's needs. It's so rare to see a dev team actually listening to their community without a financial incentive behind it. I'm not trying to shit on other games, but coming from Apex, it would take them either half or an entire season to address weapon or characters that are overpowered, or even address bugs in the game. But God forbid something happened to their cosmetic store and that shit is fixed in a blink of an eye. Speaking of cosmetics though, this game has some of the best cosmetics I've ever seen. The level of detail put into some of these skins is absurd. Some skins can change the reload or inspect animation of a weapon almost entirely. To put it in terms that Apex players can understand, some of these skins you can buy for literally $7 or $8 are more detailed than some of the reactive skins you receive after completing 110 levels in the Battle Pass. Speaking of the Battle Pass, there is so much content and cosmetics jam-packed for both Seasons 1 and 2. You get multiple detailed weapon skins as well as player skins, not just stickers and shitty recolors. Oh, did I forget to mention? There is top-tier free loot in this game. Whether it be from the pro circuit or from the events that drop pretty frequently, some of these skins leave me baffled because I legit would pay money for them. And they just gave it away for free, basically saying, thank you for taking out the time time to play our game because we appreciate you spending your time with us. Some of the skins that you see in store literally come from requests that are made in Reddit. The cardboard skin, for example, or even the spoon as a sledgehammer. Like, what game does this nowadays? Oh yeah, and if you don't like the bundle, you don't even have to buy it. You can just buy a particular piece from that bundle. Rather than spending a ton of money on things you don't like, you can just buy the one thing that you do like. Everything that this company is doing is very pro-consumer, and in 2024, it's extremely rare to see. While other companies are trying desperately to leech every dime and penny from you, this company is desperately trying their best to make you, as a player, happy. This should be the standard when it comes to FPS games, or games in general. So as long as I see this love and passion coming from the dev team, I'm going to continue to support this game and believe in it. And yes, I understand that cheating is a huge issue in this game. However, tell me another game that doesn't have the same exact problems. I find it hypocritical when some people say they quit playing the finals because of the cheating, but then they say they're going to jump onto Apex in the very next sentence, which has their top 500 predators littered with cheaters. I mean, come on, some players are acting like the finals is the only game that is making mistakes, when they're clearly not. However, they are the only ones that are trying to actively fix their mistakes, to fine-tune their game until everything is just right. Not every 3 to 6 months, but quite literally by the week, showing their player base that they care about you and your experience, not just the green in your wallet. And ironically, this makes you want to spend money and support this game even more. So if we can take how they respond to every other aspect in this game as a reference, I can guarantee you they were putting the same amount of effort to combat those cheaters behind the scenes. Also, I've personally never seen this before in any game, but now instead of reporting someone for cheating and hoping that something is done about it, you can literally go on their Discord and send video proof of a cheater in action, where a real person will sit and observe the footage and make sure that that piece of shit doesn't enter the arena ever again. What game does this? They literally are doing everything in their power to combat this epidemic. So I'm going to stop myself here before I get a little bit too ranty, but how about we cut these devs some slack, show them a little bit of love, and that we believe in them to make one of the best FPS shooters the world has ever seen. Anyhow, please let me know your thoughts in the comments. What made you fall in love with the game? Or if you completely disagree with me and enjoy being financially taken advantage of. Anyhow, with all jokes aside, please be civil in the comments and respect the opinions of others. Peace and love, guys, and I'll see you next time.